Prameswari.
I'm Novia Nurafrianti
From Arsitektural Education
from Arsitektur Education, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia.
As a city that was prepared as the capital of the Dutch East Indies during the colonial period, Bandung has many historical buildings from the Dutch heritage. One of them is Warenhuis de Vries.
Warenhuis de Vries is located at the crossroad of Asia Afrika and Groote streets. Warenhuis de Vries is the first grocery store in Bandung.
Warenhuis de Vries building involves several names such as Klaas de Vries, who was the first owner of the Warenhuis de Vries building, and Edward Coopers as the first architecture of the Warenhuis de Vries building construction process.
When ownership of the building was transferred to OCBC NISP, Warenhuis de Vries building was renovated by architect of Insinyur David Bambang Sudiono.
In the course of its history, Warenhuis de Vries had several times changed the function of the building. In 1879, Warenhuis de Vries was an ordinary house that offered a building concept with a grocery store feel. At that time, this building was often by Dutch people together while drinking coffee, which was later called Society's Concordia.
Then in 1901, Warenhuis de Vries underwent a change in concept to become a modern shop. The change of Warenhuis de Vries became the trigger for the development of the shopping area in Weigt area, Jalan Braga between 1920 and 1925. This was the trigger for the term Paris van Java. At that time, Warenhuis de Vries became the center of shop and shopping in Bandung.
In 1967, the fame of Warenhuis de Vries took a dip after the independence events that took place. Warenhuis de Vries underwent to change in function, first to become a photo studio and Wisma Karya shop.
In 1980, this building experienced a vacancy of ownership and was neglected for about 20 years until finally in 2001 it was taken over by private bank OCBC NISP.
Warenhuis de Vries was built in the architectural style of Oud Indisch stage or Classic Indisch and a blend of Art Deco architectural styles by architect Edward Coopers.
The Indisch building was a building that adapted urban design but adapted to the Indonesian climate during the Dutch East Indies era. The Edward Coopers building is characterized by the presence of large columns and domes at the end of the building, which became known as a marker for crossing the Asia Afrika Road and Braga Road.
After changing its function as a modern shop in 1920, Warenhuis de Vries underwent a restoration of its architectural style into an eclectic or mixed style by Insinyur David Bambang Sudiono. He was renovated buildings with the concept of half restoration reconstruction to restore the appearance of the building as in 1955.
Warenhuis de Vries became a silent witness to some of the history that occurred in the city of Bandung, including Princess Juliana wedding celebration with Prince Bernhard in 1937. Then in 1955, Warenhuis de Vries a catering place for members of the Asia Afrika conference.
Even though the building is not open to the public, people or tourists who come to Bandung can still enjoy the beauty of the Warenhuis de Vries building through its front view. When visiting the building, even though you can only see it from the outside, you will feel a colonial atmosphere because the building is still typical of Dutch colonial architecture.
Recently, the owner of Warenhuis de Vries attended to turn the building into Bank History Museum. Inside the Bank Museum, there will be artifacts from the bank history in the form of typewriters, calculating machine, essence saving books, and antique bicycle belonging to the founder of Bank OCBC NISP, Karamaka Saudaja. However, the plan to open the museum has not been realized and the Warenhuis de Vries building is still limited to the public.